Some done woke up in me.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the reigning Super Bowl champs under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And a short pickup to about the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Robinson again on second down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Max Crosby drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at the 20. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now to be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Second and 3. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let him go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, they're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. touchdown. Kenneth Walker, a 13-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there, because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This is fielded at the 27. A good head down running on the return, gets about 15 yards. And 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This is the tight end fan. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that play was all about timing between the quarterback and his tight end because the ball's got to be released with a little bit of float to it so he can run under it. Lays it out there for him. You know what else is involved? Trust that he's going to separate from the defender and have a chance to get the football. And he does exactly that and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Warner. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Warner. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Edwards. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw again.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. A solid stiff arm. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. the Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end, not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. 28 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away and look. For them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Walker.
And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got him in, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. A gain of 22.
We may be looking at the scoreboard. This offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards.
And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Now for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Warner. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
2nd and 4. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He finds his man, complete. It's Warner.
And he is going to have the Niners first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th.
Now back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They run again with Walker. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my